Good morning. Welcome to Hook and Stitch and On Style. I'm Antionette, your hostess, coming to you from Deer Island, New Brunswick, Canada, located in the Bay of Fundy. I want to welcome all returning Fiber Family members, new Fiber Family members. It's your first time here, and maybe you saw my new intro video yesterday, and you like what you see. Click subscribe, the bell, and all, and hopefully you'll be notified when I upload a video, have a live post on the community tab. This is a review on two needles. Karbonz, Knit Pros, Karbonz, and Lykke, I don't know how you pronounce it, it's Lykke, driftwood. And what I did last night was I worked up two small projects. I started them so I could use the needles. They're both fixed circulars. Hold on one second. Because once we finish this little quick intro, we're going to go down to the table. Okay. Knitter's Pride Karbonz. Okay, these are 16-inch fixed circulars, 2.75 millimeter, or a US these are 3 millimeter, US 2.5. And the Lykkes are US 7, 4.5 millimeters. So we're going to talk about these, and this is the driftwood. I bought those when I was at the PEI Fiber Festival. So, excuse me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the table and I worked them a little, both of them last night, working with them. So I'm going to tell you, my thoughts and opinions on the needles, and about what they run, how much, they cost, and give you my review. It's not sponsored. This is just me doing a small needle review on two 16-inch fixed circulars. So let's go down to the table. Okay, here we are down at the table. Now here's the two projects that I have cast on. Let me zoom out a little bit here so you can see. Okay, this here is just a Ross hat. And these are on the Karbonz. And then this here are the Lykke driftwoods, and this is a pattern I found last night because I needed something small because these are 16-inch. I didn't want to do two hats, so I thought I'll find a skinny scarf. This is called Stay Toasty. So that's what we're going to use for that one there. Okay, so we'll start off with the Karbonz. Okay, so this is what they look like. And I'm going to read what they're made of. It's a high-tech carbon fiber needles with gleaming brass tips, truly an object of desire. That's on the back here. And it says and carbon fiber is one of the most versatile materials used in manufacturing of the new generation aircraft, spaceships, and racing cars. It says they're high tensile strength, low weight, a lot of flexibility, warm feeling, brass tips, no snagging, and a very smooth surface. And I will agree that it is a smooth surface. They've got a fairly nice point on them, and the join is where I had some issues, but we'll talk about that as I'm knitting. And the cord is like a nylon coated, I think steel. They're not as flexible as Chow Goose, but they're nice needles. I enjoyed working them. So let's do a little work here with them. I'll zoom you back in so you can see. Okay. Nope, we don't want to go that way. We want to go that way. Okay, and this is just a simple 3x2 ribbing. I'll get some yarn here. Okay. So as you can see, they do have a fairly pointed tip on them. Very smooth. I will say they're very smooth. Okay. And it's not super sharp like my Hiya flyers or Hiya sharps, but it does it. And I mean, it just glides. The yarn just glides on them. No feeling, no drag. Oops, no drag at all. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I'm just doing some here so you can see how nicely it knits. So as you can see, there's no drag. Now, what I'm going to show you is right here. See if I can get up close enough. Let's get it in focus. Come on, let's get it in focus. May not want to focus here. Okay, the join right here. There's a, hear that? It's not a perfectly smooth join from the cord to the needle. These are fixed circulars, so there's a little bit of a that the yarn will snag on, but it's not bad. I mean, I wouldn't not buy them just for that reason, because I mean, I just slide my yarn over, but it'll hook every once in a while when I'm sliding my yarn. But they're really lovely to work with. The cord has some nice flexibility. Doesn't have a whole lot of memory, very slight memory. But yeah, I like them. They're a nice needle. I mean, very smooth. Now this here, can you hear? Very little where the brass tip attaches to the carbon fiber shaft. It's ever so slightly, but it never affected it. My yarn never snagged on it. The only place my yarn snagged was the join here at the cord and the needle. Okay, so these ones here, I bought these at Cricket Cove, and I think they were like $13 for a set. And you can find these all over the internet, Amazon, what have you. And I mean, they're a step up from like your cheap AliExpress, excuse me, or some of the basic kind of generic needle sets that you get on Amazon or Temu. But they're not up where, you know, Chalgoos and Hayahayas and Addies and the Knit Pros. So, but the Knitter's Pride is definitely up in your mid-range as far as price, but very good quality. So I'd recommend these needles. They're really nice. They have DPNs, they have fixed, they have interchangeables. So go check it out and see what you think. So those are, it's now called Knit Pro. It's no longer Knitter's Pride. Everything's Knit Pro. Those are the Knit Pro Karbonz 16-inch or 40 centimeters US 2.5 3mm fixed circular needles. Nice needles. Okay. Then next, we're going to do the Lykke driftwood wooden needles. Okay. Named after the Norwegian word for happiness. So that's what Lykke means. Lykke crafts combine high-quality materials and thoughtful design to produce beautiful, durable, happy-making tools and accessories for the creative maker. All Lykke products are guaranteed for 5 years against manufacturer's defects. If you experience a failure due to defect, please visit LykkeCrafts.com, complete the return form, and we'll send you a new replacement in short order. We stand behind our products and want to get you back to making happy with Lykke Crafts. I like that. I know Chalgoo has a pretty good warranty. I've never had to use it. I had my Denise interchangeable Tunisian set. They are one of the best customer services I've ever dealt with. Knit Picks also had good customer service. I had a few issues with them and they stepped right up to it. So we'll see, but I like their warranty. So far I'm liking everything about this company. So you want to talk about their needles? Okay, I've got to put my pattern, because my pattern is on my tablet here. I got to put it where I can see it. While it's firing up, I'm going to show you the needles. Now, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. As soon as I find my... Okay. Now this cord has a lot of memory. I had to do the bit with the boiling water, and then you dip just the cord in the water, and you'll see it unfold. And I let it in there for a minute, and I take it out and wipe the cord down. So I was able, because it was all cabled up from being in the packaging. But you can see here, right here, it still has a lot of memory right there. But you never want to dip the join in the water. This has a perfectly smooth join. Now these are the driftwood, and they have bamboo and birch. Okay, now the one thing I will say about these is it's not a real pointed needle. I mean, it's fairly, but it's a lot blunter than my Chalgus, my Hayahayas, and the Karbonz. As you'll see, the pattern I'm doing here has a make one left, a lot of them, and it's kind of hard to get in there to find that make one left. But smooth, perfectly smooth join right here. Okay, and if you look, I'll just if I can get it in there, you can see that the size, I know the size is, I'm going to have to flip this when I put it up to record it. It has the size right on there, and I think, yes, it is stamped in there with paint. So I'll open up Knit Companion. I use the free version of Knit Companion, and I've got patterns on there. Maybe I'll do a video one day on that. There's some, Stacy from Very Pink Knits has tons of them on Knit Companion on how to use it. But I'll show you the pattern that I'm doing. Page 1. This is the pattern. Okay, it's just a little scarf, as you can see there, and it's by Kotovakika. It's called the Stay Toasty Scarf. So anyways, alright, I'm on the second repeat of chart B. I mean, it's a really easy pattern. It really is. It's quite easy pattern. Okay. So we're going to knit 2. Now I've got to make one left. If you look here, I have to, it's not real pointy to get in there, so I kind of got to force it in there, and then make one lefts are not my favorite when I'm working with non-pointy needles. So a lot of times what I do is I will slide this off. Yeah, see it's not pointy because it's knit to the back loop. There we go. Okay. And then I just got to knit to the last few stitches. But beautifully. Knits beautifully. I mean, they are so smooth. Like I said, there's no problem with the joins. Knit 2 and then slip 2 with yarn in back. And the reason I'm doing that is because it's got I-cord edging. Okay, we'll just do one more. We'll do one more row. Okay. This is we'll purl 2. Like I said, the only thing I found with these is the memory on the cord. It does have lots of memory. And I just dropped my stitches, so we'll put that down. So, Lykke driftwoods. Now these two are on your upper end. Now they're probably right in around Addie's, Chalgus, Hayahayas. They're all in the same family as far as price goes. I mean, right now you might find some good deals because it's Black Friday. Some, you know, at Christmas time you might have some good deals. Be careful if you go to Temu or AliExpress, because I saw the Karbonz on Temu and AliExpress, and I would say 9 times out of 10 those are knockoffs. So overall thoughts. I like both needles. I think they both have their uses. I do use bamboo needles. I enjoy the wood sometimes. If I need something to have a little bit of grip, you know, a little bit of grip on them. And I might as well take a sock, because I'm going to have to rip this out now. So you can see smooth join. Smooth join. Beautiful. And these are, they're very soft. and nice to work with, nice to hold in your hands. These are 16-inch. Very nice. Like I said, I think my only complaint here would be the memory on the cord, but what gives these an up on Karbonz, I like their 5-year warranty. I mean, I believe that in itself, customer service is a point, you know, a great point for purchasing these kind of needles. Now these come in, they have a set called Blush. I think Knit-A-Tude knits with those, called Blush. They've got Indigo. They've got something called Grove. It's like a green. And they've got an Umber. Now theirs are all either bamboo, driftwood, or birch. But do what I did. I bought one set of fixed circulars and I tried them. Same thing I did with Karbonz. The Karbonz needles. I think that's how you say it's Karbonz. And try it. Before you invest in a set of any needles, buy just one fixed set to try. Some of them even have where they'll give you a couple cords, or a cord and a couple different tips. You know, I think Knit Picks has them where they have the nickel-plated ones. You can get that, or they'll have one of the wooden ones, the laminated wooden ones. Different. Mindful needle has the same thing. That's how I got my Mindful. I bought a set that had tips and a cord to try. So that's how I found out what needles I liked. I have 2 sets of, well, actually 3. I have 3 sets of interchangeables. I've got the shorty set from Xiaogu, and then I've got the 4-inch set, and then I have my Takumis, which was the very first set of interchangeables I bought. Good interchangeables I bought myself. I had another set, but I gave those to somebody. Yeah, I think it was the boy interchangeables. And I mean, I bought different sets. I had the shorties and the long set of the Knit Picks nickel. I also had the Majestic, the birch ones. I had the long DPNs, the short DPNs, sock DPNs, which I kept. Plus I had a set of interchangeable shorty Majestics. I sold those. So overall, I'd say I like them both. They each have their good points and bad points. Very few I found needed one. If I had to pick between the two, I can't, because I think they each have their use. This Knitter's Pride, this one here, the Knit Pro, Karbonz, it has a sharper point on it. I'll show you here. If you look, you can see it's a sharper point in it. Lykke has the better joins as far as, now this is for a fixed circular, so you know their interchangeables may be different, I don't know, but this one has a better join. But they both feel good in my hand. They both were nice. They were a dream to work with. So I'd recommend either one of these needles. That's my personal opinion. Again, this is not a paid promotion. This is just I paid for these, and it's just my opinions on using these needles and what I think. So let me know in the comments if you have any of these needles. Have you worked with them? And we'll start the conversation. So I'm going to go back to the other camera. So I'll see you in a blink of an eye. Okay, so let me know what you think about the needles. Have you ever used them? Are you thinking about trying them? You know, let me know in the comments below. So I hope you liked today's little review. Today's going to be a busy day. I am going to attempt to do Vlogmas this year. I'm going to do day 1 and 2 today and go through, because I've got some stuff to do. I've got to run the new extension cords for the Christmas tree, because the tree lightings is coming Sunday. My niece is coming Saturday. They're going to be spending the night. So I'm going downstairs and I'm going to take my action cam down and just kind of put it there, and I'll do a little, you know, you can watch as I'm moving my office into this, what's going to be the guest bedroom, which is now my office. And just, yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing today, and getting things ready to leave tomorrow, because I'm leaving early tomorrow morning on the 6:30 ferry to go get blood work, take the pickup to get undercoated, and then headed to St. John because I'm teaching for, Thursday and Friday. And I just got an email. I've got a full class, 18 students, but it's a combo class. I have some that's only going to be there one day, and some that's going to be there 2 days. So yeah. So who knows? I might decide to do. I will be doing my Vlogmas. Not saying that they're not going to be real long, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to attempt it. So I hope wherever you're at, you're staying safe, you're healthy, you're happy, doing what it is that makes you happy. And remember, hug, smiles, and happiness. Pass it on. Make the world a better place each and every day. Here's bye for now from Deer Island. I'll see you in the next video. I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Stay warm.